Right now at 6:30, you talk to any farmer, they need diesel to do their jobs. But that's hard to do when thieves steal the diesel.
So this all happened in a small farming community in our state, but it's more than just this one theft.
Yeah, Tamara Lopez joins us from Rio Communities tonight where that fuel theft happened. And Tamara, police are putting out the alarm on similar thefts.
Yeah, Tessa, that's right. Now that's because the police chief of Rio Communities here now believes that that fuel theft that happened here at this gas station behind me is linked to the cartel. Now he says that he's been in contact with other states who have similar fuel thefts, and it's part of a much, much bigger problem.
$3,900 for a quick pit stop on a free dime.
Rio Communities Police Chief Felix Nunez says Pee Wee's pit stop lost all that money last October after fuel thieves stole about 900 gallons of diesel. The closer officers looked at this crime, they realized how elaborate it was.
They get in the cabinet and they use these false identifications, will be debit cards, bypass it, open it up, then just bypass it, it rejects it, and at that point they start filling up the tank till it runs out.
Security footage from that night shows 2 trucks at the gas pumps. Those trucks were rigged to hold thousands of gallons of fuel with false flatbeds and extra tanks. Officers then discovered this wasn't a one-off crime. They found dozens of similar thefts in Texas and other parts of New Mexico.
Found out later through this individuals at the Texas DPS that they're not just stealing diesel from convenience stores, but they're stealing crude oil from southern New Mexico. They're in the big market game. They're in northern New Mexico. They're in the Farmington and the Bloomfield area. They're moving constantly throughout New Mexico now doing this.
And most recently, a pair was arrested in Santa Fe for reportedly stealing $20,000 worth of diesel from a gas station there. But why? Nunez says Texas DPS told him it's a common scheme used by the cartel, working with other crime groups to sell the diesel and undercut the market.
You know, a lot of people think, well, it's just drugs. Well, it's not just drugs. There's a lot of other layers that they work through.
And the loss of that diesel hit this small farming town hard. He says now that they know how wide scale this is, he's hoping to put an end to it.
You know, we were victimized, and that hurts us.
So Chief Nunez says that he's been in talks with the AG and the local FBI office about this, as well as other local law enforcement agencies who've had similar thefts, and he's hoping to have a big sit-down roundtable meeting with all of them to discuss these crimes. And he also mentioned that there are 2 persons of interest in this case from the October scheme, but no arrests have been made just yet. We also want to mention that the police department here in Rio Communities has actually only been open for a little over a year now. Right now, the only staff is the chief and 2 police officers, and those 2 officers are the ones who uncovered this scheme and how big it got. Tessa, Trevor?